do 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 ding 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 na, 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 na. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, I'm just thinking about the song. That I just recommended to my mom. Essentially, stream is a little bit late. It's a little bit delayed. Wait, 33. Okay. It's like by half an hour delayed because I was talking to my mother. My mummy was calling me. Just talk about day-to-day stuff, and she mentioned how essentially she was like, well, she studies French, I'm studying German, we're such a weird fucking family, but uh and my stepfather knows both, which is the most fucked. But as we she studied in French, she started to listen to like French songs, the songs in French, and so I recommended to her bands that I found. I found a French band, very seems to be very underground because at least I cannot find um a lot of their presence. I can't find a lot of their presence. In fact, I was trying to translate one of their like songs through Google Translate, and I was like, okay, search up for lyrics, and then they're like, we can't find the lyrics for the song. It doesn't fucking exist. I'm like, okay, well, thanks. But the thing about this niche artist is because I am a little bit on the fence if my mom will actually like it. Mostly because I don't know if my mom likes rock music, but I hope she actually likes it. Like it's like one of those like cases like she's my it's a classic, you know, it's a classic child gamble. It's a child classic child problem where like even so I consciously know that my mom can like not like the song, right? She might not like it. I still want to share this little like little joy I have in my life with my mom and be like, yo, check out this song. And I want her to be like, hell yeah, this is banging, you know? But I have like a strong suspicion that essentially my mom will not find interest in that song. She will not be, in fact, wowed. Pick up this. Oop. Idiot. Nice. Actually, hold up. One thing that I want to do, I was like re-listening to some of my yesterday's footage, and I realized that I might actually want to lower the overall volume even more. Hold up. Overall volume of my mic. About here should be better. I actually talked about how like essentially I was gonna talk with my friend about my ideas about what's it called? About my ideas about oh shit, the Twitch is not on. Okay. And I didn't realize the Twitch wasn't on this entire time. Hello everybody, the Twitch is on now. I didn't realize it was off. Wow. We're like, to be fair, it's only been 4 minutes into the stream. The reason the stream is delayed in general is because I was talking to my mom. We're having a heartfelt conversation about how essentially it doesn't in fact find it interesting how US uses corn in literally fucking everything. Like I was sharing it as like a interesting fact and how it's like weird, and my mom was like, I don't give a fuck about what US is doing, and I'm like, well, that's unfortunate. Nice. You're not going second phase on me, idiot. Yeah, I broke his spine in half. So what? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about me breaking his spine in half, you dweeb? I have not slept tonight. I essentially had a conversation with a friend, and because we are in different time zones, for me it was 3. We finished talking in like it's 3 a.m. for me, and for him it was like middle of the day, I think. Bro, I did avoid. Nope. Bro, what the fuck? I press avoid. It's not working. Restart the hideout. And because we finished conversation at about 3 in the morning, I was like, I'm beat now. Now I am fucking tired. I am exhausted. And that is not good. To be fair, I do enjoy when you're so tired, the tiredness doesn't work. Like right now, I'm in like a position where essentially I'm at such a level of tiredness that like I'm not yawning. I'm not very tired really. I know I know my body is exhausted, but like my mind cannot comprehend the level of damage I'm doing. You might be asking yourself, what was I doing after 3 a.m.? Why didn't I just go to sleep? Well, number one, because I want to go to the store, and I want to go to the store early. And so instead, as soon as I finished conversation with my friend, like an hour later, I started to fucking exercise. I was doing push-ups. I did 480 push-ups, which is personal best, but I know that I cannot kind of I know that I cannot essentially follow through with this one, right? Like if I go to sleep and wake up the next day and like recover from muscle soreness, I will not get the same result. Like I'll not be able to do or even like 400. Oop. And that's because it's the most paradoxical thing about push-ups is that like somehow not push-ups, exercise in general, when you're very tired, you can do more. And I have no idea why your body essentially allows you to get pushed like this. I don't know what's the internal mechanism of it all, but your body really like gives you like an extra an extra like fucking stamina or something. Maybe there is something like about like internal survival mechanism. This is just a personal crackpot theory, but maybe it's like kind of like back in the day when you were getting hunted by like a fucking saber-toothed tiger. If you didn't sleep for multiple days, your body was like, yo, like your ancestors were like, yo, okay, like if even if I'm like very tired right now, if I don't like keep running, the tiger will fucking eat my ass, quite literally and figuratively. And so because of that, people kind of like develop an ability to push themselves harder in like, because your body like treats it as survival station. Otherwise, I have no idea what it is. I could actually like search it up if it's like a recorded phenomenon. I'm very curious. Nice. Our stick is nearly fine. Ah, you got the second phase. I was kind of expecting it, but I also didn't want you to have it. God damn it. No, no, no. There it is.
Any regrets now?
And your regrets now, stupid bitch. Bam. Bam. Blam. La 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 la. Actually, I think I'm gonna open the soda soon. I said that it was like the most serious stone I could master, but like, need to understand I had this soda in my fridge for like a month now. All because I for some reason I buy a soda and I just don't drink it. Really fucks me over. Hey, you can just fall down, right? Oh, huh. Interesting. No. Finally. I don't know why, but like I really need to like multiple times click S for it to kind of like work as a dodge. That was such a seamless, like you just smacked him once and immediately X.
I don't want to be late for the club.
Nice. Nope, nope, no. There it is. Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you, buddy. Oh. You know, today when I was going to the store, I saw a cute squirrel.
How the fuck you
That's all I wanted to mention. I saw a very cute squirrel and it was fucking adorable. There it is. Nice. Structure regain on dodges because that's gonna be very useful. Hey yo, we Shifu in. God, my text to speech actually read it like we're like he's trying to do an Asian accent. Hey Mackenzie, how's it going? Yeah, we're Shifu in here. Shifu. We're doing some Shifu shit.
You're sure about that?
Kung Fu on master level difficulty. Hey Lorraine, how's it going? How are you doing today? We're just out here Shifu on master difficulty. Whoop. We're just out here beating up some punks.
fuck you doing?
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to, okay? It's difficult to do. It's difficult to get H20, okay? It's not that easy. But so far, we're managing. Aha, she got the second phase. Whoop. Lay down for a bit. I'm gonna talk to your older brother over here. I'm doing fine, Lorraine. Thank you for asking. Whoop. Whoop. How about this, bitch? Whoop. How about another one? Just keep throwing shit at them, okay? They never can predict somebody's throwing shit at them. We're doing mighty fine. To be fair, I am on 0 sleep. Lorraine is kind of in the title. Sifu. We are playing Shifu, a critically acclaimed game. Very cool game. Wait, what? Ah, okay. Well, it happens. I recommend getting it because it's a cool game. It's an awesome game. I do recommend trying it out. It's a very fun fighting game. We're just gonna have to defeat this mute guy. This guy who doesn't speak. I'm not playing well enough. Mackenzie, the other person in the chat, he's a real master. Mackenzie is a real out here master of Shifu. Should see her playing it. It's fucking insane. Oop. Fucker. No, I play many games. Shifu is just, wow, we really fucked him over here. Wow, what the hell? It's the first time I've seen something like this. Yes, Lorraine, I do like to. Lorraine, you're not a human. This is not a human responses. I don't trust Lorraine. Not gonna lie. Lorraine, you're currently very suspicious to me. I'm giving you to the count of 10 to name 3 games that you really like. 3 games that you played in a recent hour. 3 games you played in a recent year. 3 games you played in a recent decade. Go, Lorraine. Oh, you see, a real human would not be responding like that to accusation of being AI. Fuck. God damn it, I hate this mute. This guy, this Vietnamese guy is really grinding my gears. No, fuck, he's not Vietnamese. Where he is? He was Indonesian, right? Fuck. I keep calling him Vietnamese because, I mean, look at this area, okay? Can you blame me? Fucker. Fucker. Perfectly innocent. Yes, Mackenzie. Here's the thing. This is not the first time. Here's the thing. Mackenzie, you are too close to being like one of those bot names because you're literally your name is Mackenzie1, okay? That is pretty suspicious because a lot of bot names is like Lorraine 4 underscore 000, Lorraine 5, and so on and so forth. A lot of them are like, for example, like John underscore Smith 5. And because of that, Mackenzie, I was like, at first, I thought that you were gonna be one of the bots as well. What do you mean? Well, number one, I thought Mackenzie would be like a family name, like a last name. Oh. I thought Mackenzie was like a last name. God damn it. Like, isn't Mackenzie a last name? Pretty sure, like, it's less common as a first name, I think, than it is the last name. At least under my scrupulous knowledge of how names work. Really? Okay, because I assumed your name was Mackenzie was a family name. I think actually, like, I used to go to a school with a girl whose family name was Mackenzie. KJ, Kung Fu ain't going great, not gonna lie. Oh, of course it wasn't available. It's fucking Lori. But here's the thing. My bet is Twitch did not add 4 underscore 000. Just saying. Just saying 4000 is a... No, I've been streaming... Mackenzie, I don't know why you were in such a defense. Really, because I see it as the most uncommon. Yes, KJ, it is already a skill check because we're already at 30. Okay, sorry Mackenzie. Sorry Mackenzie for offending you with my suspicions. For real? Actually, after learning Sean, I imagine it could be easier. But Mackenzie, I'm sorry for offending you for like, but I never. Here's the thing, I never put like my name on Twitch, like my family name and stuff.
Forget about
Okay, good luck. Have a good dinner.
it. You're not getting
Have a
this.
good dinner, Laureen. Have a good meal. I mean, that's just a basic courtesy, okay? Like, no matter how suspicious I find their naming convention and the questions that they ask me, I'm still gonna wish them a good meal.
Yeah? Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, he does a lot of heavy attacks that like easy to parry.
Nerves get the better of
No, Lorraine, actually, I don't. Actually, I do need to change the. I do need to give like change the Discord on this channel. Because currently the Discord leads to dead link. Twitter leads to suspended account. All of my socials are fucked. It's unbelievable. It's generally speaking, it's very not good. What? He does a fake out moves? Well, I mean, maybe I have not encountered them yet. I know she will. No. No, Lorraine. I will not. Thank you very much. My Discord already got hacked once. It's unbelievable. My Discord already got hacked once and I had to fucking redo my Discord. It's such a pain in fucking ass. It's unbelievable. Oh, you mean the ones where he like does like an undersweep kind of? That's the ones that you mean? Because that one is very annoying. I can never telegraph when he's trying to sweep your feet. Yeah, that one is very annoying because I genuinely cannot figure out when, like, somehow I can never telegraph the under the sweeping attack. The sweeping motion is very hard to figure out. Mackenzie, any tips? Tips on avoiding sweeping attacks.
Insane. Please don't hit me.
The tips on sweeping attacks. Also. Wow, thank you. That's so helpful, Mackenzie. Mackenzie, I didn't think you were really offended, but I also was like, you know, I was trying to stay cautious, to be fair. Because here's the thing, I personally never put my name as like one of the choices. Like I never put my name in like. I think the only time I put my name is when I like for the first time tried to like comment under something, and then they were like, okay, so you want to create like a YouTube channel, and then and like one of my earliest accounts has like a YouTube channel that has 0 uploads. And what the fuck? She can do this? Since when can you do that, huh? What the fuck? Since when can she like send chairs my way? That's fucking insane. Excuse me? Which I do be putting myself in situations. You are right, Mackenzie. I mostly try to like my habit is to like dodge up always. Like it's always I always assume that it's coming in because they're so rare as well. They're so rare, but somehow also so common. That's the one thing that's like stumble. I wonder. Here's the thing. This is a little bit of like a Marvel Rivals fanboy question from me. But do you? I wonder if like playing this game gonna improve my Marvel Rivals skill. Because some Marvel Rivals characters are very much like a combo move characters. And I wonder if this like improves my skills in Marvel Rivals. Because I started maining Rogue. I'm really learning her. And she's like... Yeah. Fuck. Well... Mackenzie did recommend that instead of block and do deflect, which is when you're deflecting, you're not wasting posture. Oop. I don't get to notice those, however, because I'm just too bad at both deflecting. I'm way better at dodging than I am at deflecting. Yeah. You see, I am remembering the lessons you taught me, Master. Okay, but the problem is I am a dumb motherfucker. Oh damn, she already joined in. That's crazy. Well, try harder, yeah. Damn, I did not consider it. I did not consider trying harder. Oop. Damn. Where were you, KJ, when I was unsuccessfully attempting all of this, just for you to come up with this wisdom? Miyamoto Musashi with Book of 5 Rings couldn't have wrote it better. Try harder. Fucker. Kojiro? Ooh. I don't know the reference. I don't know what property Kojiro is from. If you said Yujiro, I would understand better. Oop. Wait, is Kojiro... Wait. Ah, okay. I don't know. Like when I said Miyamoto Musashi, I was referencing a real person. Like I wasn't referencing the vagabond anime slash manga. on your success for reacting to sweeps with avoids. Do nothing but avoids on Kuroki. Phase 1 for 10 minutes straight without getting hit at all. Be touchable with her, and you'll be untouchable anywhere. Yeah. No, Musashi was like a real guy. He was a real swordsman in medieval Japan. He started in a relatively, I think he started as a relatively affluent family, and then like his rise to power was him going, was him like beating up one of like martial arts masters by like he son of a bitch. He beat up one of the martial arts masters by like arriving late and provoking him, like not simply like he was taunting him, and then he was like also facing this he was facing the sunset, but it was during the sunrise period, so like his opponent was getting blinded by literally looking at the sun as he was fighting Musashi. That's actually one of the couple of wisdoms that Musashi puts in. Like he had unbeatable record of like fighting a lot of people. Like he fought and killed a lot of people, and through it he achieved like great recognition. And eventually retired to be a Buddhist monk, if I remember. He retired to be a Buddhist monk, and at the late stages of his life wrote what's called the Book of Five Rings, which it's like 5 tomes on how to essentially win any battle in any engagement. It describes a lot of interesting aspects. I recommend reading it. I read it, and like if you read it, you can actually kind of find like you don't need to read it in order to like find out about like martial arts and stuff. Actual like passages about martial arts is very scarce. It's more about mentality and what you do when you work on stuff. It brings up interesting philosophies essentially, that if you read it, it might bring you an interesting insight into how to approach your life. But yeah, he was like a real guy, a real dude. Oh yeah, he was in Records of Ragnarok. That's because he's like he's in Records of Ragnarok as like a spectator. He wasn't even like the main. Yeah, he was a spectator because one of the participants in Records of Ragnarok was using his martial arts. Whoop. Which Miyamoto Musashi was very well known for using essentially two blades at the same time, which was unprecedented within Japanese community. It was a pretty common technique for like medieval Europe, like at least up to like Renaissance and further. Dual wielding one bastard sword and one short sword was already an established thing. But Musashi, growing up in Japan, was not taught it by anybody. He just invented it by himself, which is what makes it kind of impressive. Like he invented a sword style that essentially essentially nobody else in his country even like approached as an idea. It's pretty interesting. The additional part about this like sword style, if from me, I think, is the fact that when reading the Book of Five Rings, he talks about how essentially a lot of people will look down upon using two swords because essentially he like, I think what one of his like contemporaries was arguing that like if you're dual wielding swords, you might not have enough like striking power in like both hands. So like essentially like if you learn, if you're wielding like a larger sword in one hand and a smaller sword in the other hand sword will like kind of be like weaker than the left hand sword. And his argument was, okay, so just fucking train with two full size swords. Just train with two full size swords, and like when you're when you're fighting with one half sword, you're gonna be like way stronger than anybody expects. Fuck. Which I find kind of funny. It's a very funny like, it's a very funny and easy saying of like, yeah, just train with two swords, idiot. Oh, really? Interesting. Kojiro in Records of Ragnarok. Wait, but wasn't the thing about Kojiro in Records of Ragnarok that he had instead like perfect recollection of how he fought? Like he had like a perfect analytical mind where he could like gouge his like enemies like skill level before even fighting them. What did he have also like good hearing? I forgot about the hearing part, I guess. Like, yeah, wasn't Kojiro presented as like the world's greatest? Yeah, like he was presented as like the world's greatest loser because like he was he would like lose the first engagement but like always win the second one. Pretty interesting as like an idea. I stopped. I read the manga up to the battle with Neptune for sure. I didn't read it when it was I didn't read it after, so that's unfortunate. I didn't watch the anime actually. Because I already read the manga. Why would I watch the anime? Damn. I don't know. Nice. Yeah. I've but only the Kagan Asher. I didn't read the Kagan Omega, the follow up, because like I kind of was like, I don't know, it kind of just got, I know it gotten like very convoluted, but like it gotten very convoluted. Like after Omega, it gotten like too convoluted for me, I think. Oh yeah, because Omega follows after Alpha. I don't know. How do those numerical system work? Isn't it like Omega, Alpha, Beta for like game testing? I'm here. Did you fucking miss the bottle? Unbelievable. Hold up. Grab the bottle. Smack him. What was I gonna say? But I like the fighting things and like the abilities as well. Like I think the fact that like those like abilities, they kind of like so for anybody in the future watching or anybody unfamiliar, in Kengan, Ashura, and Omega, it's like regular dudes, except the main character and like he's like essentially his yeah, I know that there is a lot of characters because they do introduce a lot of them. Like I was trying to like watch a video explaining how everything works, and I genuinely got lost in like what the fuck is going on. But the premise is essentially it's regular fucking dudes, except the main character who has the ability to like essentially do adrenaline release on command. That's the best way you can describe it. But it's like he doubles his strengths and like yeah, and I don't know, it's like a lot of mangas as they continue they get like more and more people, you know. It's really not a new concept. It's kind of how in Baki universe as well. They like it started off with like couple of guys, and it's still kind of couple of guys, but now like every now and then they introduce like a new challenger approaches, and it's like we fought a caveman, you know, we fought Miyamoto Musashi resurrected, and then it's like who are they fighting now? They fought a bunch of sumo wrestlers. After Miyamoto Musashi, they fought like a bunch of sumo wrestlers. Whoop. I think it does depend on what you think fights should be to be satisfying. Because there like I think yeah, I know, but like what do you feel is a satisfying fight? For example, I found it interesting that in Omega the protagonist discovers his like martial arts is based because that depends. That depends on like because I don't know if they're too short. Like in fact, I hate it when like the what's it called, when like the author milks the fight. Ooh. You know. I hate when like the author milks the fight. You know what I mean? Like now I read manhwas more often than like I don't read mangas. I haven't read a manga in quite some time. But like in manhwas now, like a lot of fights are like drawn out where it's like 3 chapters for this one fight, and it's like there's always like a last minute clickbait. Which other manga? But a lot of manhwas, they're just too drawn out. Oh, I actually wanted to check that one out. I was very curious about that one because Strike It Rich. Well, number one, it's a fighting manga with like women in it, which is pretty unique. But also, I'm interested because the main character looks so fucking adorable. No, you see 1 or 2 chapters, that's too much. I feel like majority of the fight in my opinion, need to be within 2 chapters maximum. Like you get 2 chapters for a fight. Unless it's like unless it's like a final boss battle a la JJK, where it's like nothing but like a fights over and over again. Yeah, but I have like the exact opposite problem, where essentially I have too many times encountered where like outdoor milks the fight for too long, where it's like 3 chapters of just like a guy like with this final attack I surely will kill him, and then like the strike is about to connect, and it's like next chapter the strike connects, but like no, he dodged it, and then like another fight goes on for like a whole chapter, and then like the enemy counter attacks, and like, oh no, what will our protagonist, will he survive, and then like find out the next chapter, and the next chapter protagonist dodges, and then by the end of that chapter they finally finish fighting. Okay, I kind of sick and tired of that. I'm sick and tired of like constantly like out there trying to edge me into like liking the fight, because like yeah, the balance is 2 chapters per fight. You only get 2 chapters. You drag it out more than 2 chapters, I take your balls and drag them out myself, you know? If an outer drags out a fight for more than 2 chapters, I grab his balls and like start dragging. For every chapter, they're getting dragged away from his body by 10 centimeters. So, if the outer wants his balls back, he better start making chapters short. Wait, I don't need to? I always fought them, I guess, just for experience. Kind of funny. I never avoided the fight with them, but like I rarely get beaten here anyway, so it's not really... Damn. I mean, sucks for them, I guess. Sucks to be a loser getting beaten every single time for no reason. Sucks to be a fodder enemy. Oh, that's kind of funny. I didn't realize it.
Step forward. You're about to be tested. You're dead.
Like what, the 3 chapter long fights? Because that's might be your perception, but that's probably because of the way you consume the media you consume. Bro, JJK Next Generation already came out. There was JJK Modulo. And unless you're talking like continuation from Modulo. To be fair, yeah, JJK Modulo had very anticlimactic fights. Now, part 3, that's for the Chainsaw Man community, okay? For them to be like, no, part 3 gonna come out any day now, guy. My guy, the part 3 is coming, and like it's gonna be so good, I swear. I swear. I mean, I don't know, dependent. I feel like the ending obviously kind of bullshit. But the way it ended wasn't totally unsatisfactory. There could have been a better ending. There could have been a better ending. But in terms of like, did I expect a really like happy jolly ending where like he's like married with wife and kids? Probably not. Like I at no point the what? Chaojin X? I have no idea what Chaojin X is. But like I had never at any point in time in reading Chainsaw Man I expected it to be like a totally happy ending. In fact, this is like the happiest ending the character could have gotten, because it essentially leads it at the idea that like he's not simply surviving like a dog, right? He's just a stably employed adult. Yeah, I mean like in dangerous employment, but like he's like oh, interesting. I didn't know. But I actually stopped following Tokyo Ghoul after the hybrids arc. Like midway through the hybrids arc, I stopped following them. I think so. I don't know. Fuck. But what I was gonna say is that essentially Chainsaw Man, I never expected a good ending, and I think in fact he gotten the happiest ending he could have. Like not in the sense of like obviously there could have been better ending for Denji, you know, like literally like a harem or something, you know, just like he's a millionaire with a harem, loving family, and so on and so forth. But that's not the kind of story that was getting told. No, it ended with him being number one, a functioning adult in his like early 20s. He's like he might not even be 20. He's like 18 or something. He has a whole life ahead of him. No, he's not gonna die. Because he was... No, like the ending of Chainsaw Man is that like, well, number one, the time travel shenanigans going on, but like during the arc where like essentially Pochita was supposed to save him, he instead gets saved by what's her name, Power, and he's clearly been working for his department for like multiple like at least a year or so. It's been at least a year or so since he's been working for the department of demon hunting, the demon hunting department. So he's like he's literally like 18, 19, 20, like early adult with a job and employment, you know. He has a family in Power, and I assume other Devil Hunter members, and so he essentially has a whole life ahead of him, you know. He can go from being a respected senior at work to like to maybe even like retiring one day. Maybe like retirement is a like objectively speaking, he's left with open with bunch of open possibilities as to what he can do. Like his life, he's literally has a whole life ahead of him, you know. Like if the ending was him like at 60, you know, and he's like joining the devil hunting department because he's like broke as shit. Like that would be fucking tragic, you know. Nah, part two in general, right, and can be rough, especially because as far as I understand, Asa was supposed to be the main character of part two, not Denji. But because I think it was a tutorial, they essentially went like, yo, you like girl main characters, that's gay. Yeah, he now does sweeps and fucking sucks. I hate it. He does way more sweeps. God damn it. Fuck. I'm gonna be restoring the hideout. Also, I'm gonna get myself a nice refreshing beverage because I am fucking hot as hell. I'm opening a nice bottle of pop, some cold cola. Whoop. Oh wow, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. It's been in my fridge for like a month, so it's hard to open. Here's the thing, I'm actually surprised that we even got past the mute guy, because I said it today in the early beginning of the stream, but I had not slept today at all. I I had not slept in more than 24 hours. Mostly because yesterday after I finished the stream, my friend contacted, like I contacted my friend because of a rant I was doing, and I was like, "What do you think about do you think about this information I presented?" And then we had like a very compelling discussion for like 3 hours, which in turn made me go, which in turn made it so that we finished at 3 in the morning. And by that time I was like, well, if I go to sleep, I'm gonna like miss going to the store and other stuff. So I was like, I guess I'm gonna be like tugging it out. Huh. So I was using the straw, this like reusable straws that I have to try to drink a beverage, and for whatever reason it just refused to do the straws part, which is it doesn't allow me to like suction. Weird. Oop. Okay, fuck it. No straw today, I guess. I only drink beverages with acid in it. Like sugary beverages. I only drink them with straws, mostly because I'm trying to like preserve my teeth essentially. I'm trying to decrease like yeah, I want to like drink a sugary beverage, but I also want to like preserve my have my teeth not be falling out by the time I'm fucking 50. I know a very optimistic glance of like, wow, 50, but you know.
Forget about it. If you're not on the list, you're not getting inside.
KJ, what's your favorite drink? I actually was talking to my mom today about like a cream soda, and apparently my mom says that like this cream soda I had in Ukraine was different from cream soda. You like tea?
Yeah?
What kind of tea? I'm very much a ginger tea kind of guy. I really like the burn of ginger, not gonna lie. Like ginger is my favorite thing. Recent. Wait, hold up. I never heard of that one. Oh, can I check it out? What? Sorry about that. Chrysanthemum tea. Oh, it's literally like the flower. Um. Oh, it's the. It's like the. Yeah, I know this tea. Um. I remember, like my mom had some like that, and I tried it out. It's alright. Not like the. Not the top tier tea, I would say. Again, as I said before, I'm more of a I'm a ginger slut. I'm big into ginger tea. So like give me a tea with like ginger with a ginger inside of it, and I will kiss you. Like I fucking love ginger so much. Actually, hold up. Can I just... Yeah. Yeah, ginger is my favorite. Just cannot get enough of it. Like if I go to a sushi place, I'll just start eating the ginger without the sushi. I'll just fucking start munching on that ginger. I fucking love it. My favorite thing. But yeah, I know it's just. Oh. Oh. I mean, she had it coming. Fades in a nightclub. Wow, you're so unique and special. Nice. Whoop. To be fair, here's the thing. So when I say I like ginger, like I've been to a club once. I absolutely hated it. Here's the thing. As soon as I paid the entrance fee and like got into the club, I immediately was like, I absolutely despise this place. I don't want to be here. I still stuck around just to see what's up, and honestly, not a big miss of my life. Yeah, that's kind of it. Like for me, the thing that I hated was like I guess, loud music part of it. Like, number one, it is like a crowded environment, right? If you're entering by the into the club by yourself, so like you alone, which I did, it's kind of like trying to socialize with people in a group is kind of weird. Like it's very difficult. Mostly there's a lot of guys who are doing everything between politely dancing with women to sexually harassing women. So not the best, not the best place. It's very loud. I didn't really like the loudness of it all. Mostly because here's the thing: when I listen to music, majority of my like headphone setting and so on, it's always on like pretty low setting. I most of the time, like, I enjoy music, I just don't enjoy it to be loud. I actually try to like keep it a little bit down. Like if I can hear like what's happening outside of my headphones, it means that like it's like sometimes I keep it so low that like I literally will like press to go lower and I'll turn off the music by accident because I didn't realize that that's the lowest it can go. So yeah, so because of that, club was really not my kind of cup of tea. Oop. Nice. Don't worry, boy. We're not gonna touch you. What, the theme of the club? The music? Oop. Son of a bitch. And I feel like the music is way more different than the... I don't feel like the music is that much different between... I feel like what's called the slums kind of have the same musical theme. No, it's not that much different. It really starts to be different back at the museum. Fuck. Like at the museum, it really like changes it up. Yeah. Well, there is a bit of music, I think. Unless I hallucinated the music. Unless there's actually no music in the slums and I just hallucinated the entire thing. Oop. Gotta look in. Sorry about that.
Yeah? Hey, it's a private party, fool.
Nice.
Please don't hit me.
I sometimes think so okay, here's the thing. There was like I think there was like a trend on TikTok to fake split personality disorder, which is I think is very weird. But as a kid, I did think how kind of interesting it would be if I did have like a split personality. Like I don't mean like I thought like, oh, it would be interesting if I had it and I didn't know it. I meant it more as like if I had split personality disorder, I wonder what it feels like, really. because I find it at least interesting on like at least interesting on like on paper, I guess. There's very few actual documented cases. There have been a lot of, as I said, there was like entire trend on TikTok to pretend to have split personality disorder, which is completely like it's provable that it's just like, you know, it's kids playing pretend. Versus but the actual cases of split personality disorder were very few and sparse and far between. As far as we know, the current notion, the current idea behind what generates... well, I don't know what fucking starts it. But like like there was one with split personality disorder. There was one with the Tourette's, where people were pretending to have like tics and Tourette's as well, because they were like, yeah, it's kind of cool. I think it's partially about people trying to be unique more than anything. It's about making yourself different. Yeah. And I think it's partially about well, the people who were doing it were not like full-grown adults. They were not like 20-year-old, you know. Well, even 20-year-old is not a full-grown adult, but like they weren't like, you know, with wife and kids pretending to have Tourette's. They were like, you know, teenagers. And the thing about teenagers is that like teenagers sometimes pretend to have something, to be unique, to be cool, because it's the drive of a teenager to establish himself as different, unique, to establish it's about the growth of an ego and so on, trying to establish what they are within the social fabric. And so Tourette's was like one of the ways that they were trying to establish themselves as unique and different. But like the problem is that Tourette's is an actual, you know, it's an actual like neurological condition that, like, you know, faking is kind of dumb. In my well, like, so in the same regard, I was talking about how like it would be interesting to have the idea, but I guess it would be interesting from like, I guess it's more for me like as a curiosity. I wonder what they experience, because as much as I've fucker, as much as I've read up, god damn it, as much as I've read up on the subject, like reading versus experiencing would be completely different, and I wonder what exactly do they experience, because as far as I know from what I read, it's essentially, it varies between like case by case, but it's can be all, but it seems, well, so split personality disorder was actually renamed to dissociative identity disorder, okay, where identity dissociates. But that's actually part of it, as far as I've read in what it feels like. It seems like a disassociation and like fugue states, but like, yeah, so there is like real cases where people kind of like just like they did something on like in a heat of emotion or something like that, and they disassociated from who they were at the time. They just completely did not see themselves, they essentially did not see themselves as the one piloting their own body, in charge of their own actions. They just kind of like autopiloted that, okay? And that seems to be the best example of what the DAD or split personality is, but instead of like doing it during like a heat of emotion, and sometimes it seems to they do it. The topic is just me talking about how well, I don't know if you've seen it before, but there have been a trend on TikTok back in, I think, 2016. I think 2016 to maybe 2017, where people were pretending to have like a split personality disorder. And I don't remember when or how I brought it up, but I talked about how essentially I found it interesting in sense of like, I never found it interesting to pretend I have dissociative personality disorder, or um or and I never thought about like having it like forcing it, but like I thought it would be interesting if I could somehow experience it. Um Well, in that sense, they were not really assholes. They were teenagers who were pretending to have it because they were trying to be unique. That's kind of a little bit different. Yeah, it's kind of like they did not understand that like of it as like they didn't see it as a mental like disorder, but instead saw it as kind of like a way to be unique as a person, you know, as a way to identify yourself as a unique. Well, I'm the guy with a DAD, you know. And so in pursuing that uniqueness, they essentially try to pretend to have a disorder, even so they did. They also at the same time, people try to pretend to have Tourette's, because that again, it like they were teenagers and they were trying to be unique, you know. That's the way they were. Yeah, I mean, probably not exactly like that, but like as far as I've heard from like accounts from people with DAD, it seems like they like sometimes it is a straight up blackout, but sometimes they actually know that, like they can like see what's going on, but like they cannot affect it, you know. Sometimes it's not simply like you black out and you wake up, Yakuza chasing you, but you will see like a guy, you will see yourself like getting out of bed, you know, fucking, yeah, like you'll see yourself like getting out of bed, like going to Yakuza's wife and fucking her right in front of the guy, and then you'll be like, okay, now I can finally move, and guess what, Yakuza is chasing me, so I gotta, like, you know, I gotta run. So in that sense, I am interested in like, so that's why I'm saying it would be interesting to experience it, even so like I don't particularly want to have a DAD, and I don't, it's just, it would be an interesting experience of what it's like to either be a secondary character within your own body, like see, essentially being unable to control your body as you're like doing stuff, you know, or because it seems like there's severity of it, where sometimes you can kind of like influence yourself a little bit, and sometimes you literally cannot do anything, and sometimes you literally like black out and wake up like the next town over kind of situation, you know. So that's why it's a curious experience that, like, while I don't want to have DAD, it would be interesting. Bro, we're just playing fucking catch. Check this out. We're just playing catch with this guy. Fuck, I didn't catch it. Oh, got them. When they catch this as well. I mean, I'm most of the time, I managed to kind of like avoid them catching it by simply going to by the way, William, if you're watching, how are you doing today? You have just joined in on the topic of me talking about the people pretend to have Tourette's and split personality, but how are you doing? How's it going?
If you're not on the
Um, KJ, do you have any piece of news, by the way? My news was literally like I went to the store today. I saw a squirrel. I gave some guy the wrong time. Um, a guy came up to me and was like, "Hey, what time is it?" In German.
Yeah?
Do you have any stories? I guess I don't know. Like, do you have any news from you? Because like like what happened to me is that like a guy approached me when I was like going away from the store, and like he was like, "What time is it?" And he asked me in German, and I responded, 20:11, which is essentially 20 past 11, but I meant to say 20 bis 11, which is 20 before 11. So I gave him like a wrong time. I told him he's like 20 minutes later. No, actually not even 20. I told him that he's 40 minutes later than he should be. Which is, he probably started like hurry ups wherever he was going. To be fair, I think, here's the thing. Is it worse to tell somebody wrong time, but like tells them later time? Or is it worse to tell them earlier time wrong? Like if I told him that he's like 20 minutes earlier. Oh, wow. That does suck. I honestly, I didn't have, well, as I said before, I didn't sleep today, so I didn't have any dreams at all. But do you mean like you're afraid that you're like you losing your laptop is like gonna become reality, or is it like you had a dream about losing your laptop because like you don't know where your laptop is right now? Like that's kind of the question that I have. Like are you just afraid of it manifesting, or is it like you don't know where your laptop is right now and you had a dream about losing it? So ooh no. Oh, so you're afraid it's gonna be a prophecy. Well, here's the thing. It's not a prophecy if the it's not a prophecy if like the person who stole your laptop in a dream is like a 40-foot tall monkey. That's Donkey Kong, okay? And here's a little misconception. People think that he's a donkey, but he's actually a monkey. Fuck. Here's a little misconception for you. Donkey Kong is not a donkey, he's actually a monkey. Did you know that? No, he's a monkey. Like it's a common misconception. His name is Donkey Kong, but he's not a donkey, he's a monkey. Fuck. I didn't know you had his direct phone number. Oh, what? How's he backstepping somewhere?
If you're not on the list, you're not getting inside.
Damn. Bro, imagine if I could call him like right now. I'm not even that interested in like Nintendo bullshit. So like me having a phone number to this guy would not even be helpful. I think I'm like 99% sure it is a Japanese pansing, because the Kong is the Kong is for the same reason it's called King Kong. Like Kong, I'm pretty sure just means monkey, and donkey is like it doesn't mean like a donkey. Well, why is he called Donkey Kong? So Donkey Kong name is for his stubborn nature and identity as ape. Creator Shigeru Miyamoto selected donkey to convey stubbornness or foolishness, believing it was English synonym for stupid, while Kong was used because it was common Japanese slang for large apes, influenced by King Kong. Yeah, so it's literally like Kong is a slang for a large ape, and donkey is like stupid, essentially stupid ape. Also often dismissed as mistranslation or mix-up with Monkey Kong, Miyamoto has affirmed the name was intentional to describe a stubborn ape. Names stuck despite earlier ridicule from Nintendo of America staff who corrected his understanding of the word donkey. Oh, so donkey is literally. Wait, no fucking way. Wait. So the donkey is the English word donkey. Oh, that's even funnier. Are you kidding me? So the donkey is the English word donkey, but like he translated donkey to mean stupid. Oh, that's dumber. That's actually dumber. That's actually so dumb. It's cool. It's so stupid. So it's kind of how like the guy who's like in charge of the what's it called, the guy who's like makes Metal Gear Solid and stuff, what's his name? Do you know the guy's name? Yeah. Who's the guy who's in charge of Metal Gear? Yeah, Kojima. It's kind of like how Kojima will name people like Solid Snake, and then an older version is like a Liquid Snake, and shit like that. It just like, or like how like some of his characters will be named like Bastard Man, you know? Yeah, like just the dumbest fucking names imaginable. God knows. Got ganged up on. Gonna pour myself another glass of a cold pop. It's already a movie. What do you mean it's gonna be a movie? It's already a fucking movie. This trend is no, I mean like it's already like the game itself is already a movie. It's already like a walking simulator, you know, it's a bunch of cutscenes. Like you kidding me? Like, oh, it's gonna be a movie? It's already a movie. Yeah. Classic Kojima. Classic Kojima where
About it. If you're not on the list, you're not getting inside.
isn't one of the characters in the second Death Stranding literally named the Dead Man because he's a... No. Is it... No, the guy is called like Heartless or something because he literally doesn't have a heart. He has like a robotic heart. Am I crazy or that's like an actual naming convention?
Yeah?
Kojima naming convention is the funniest shit ever. But to be fair, here's the thing: it's only sounds stupid because keys are actually in English. I haven't played it either. I only know it from like I saw a cutscene where it's like the guy is called Heartless and he doesn't have a heart. But what I was gonna say is that his naming conventions are stupid, but only because all of his naming conventions are always in English anyway. Like a lot of like Japanese like naming conventions for characters are always stupid puns anyway. Like how if you like go into My Hero Academia, when it was at its peak popularity, people were talking about how like the name can like signifies a quirk, you know, like a specific quirk. Well, why is he called fucking Shoto? Because like it's about his quirk, you know, like if you read his kanji just right, if you squint a little bit, you figure out that actually his quirk is like about farting and not simply producing gas. I don't know. I remember when My Hero Academia used to be fucking popular. I actually did watch those videos of them talking about all the like naming conventions and kanjis and stuff. So a lot of like Japanese naming conventions are like a stupid dumb pun anyway. It just Kojima is the only one who's like has them in English. So people cannot like, oh, you see, it's like a pun in a kanji, you know. Instead people like, why is he's heartless, and his name is heartless. Wow, Kojima, you are down yourself again. Big boss. Yeah, I wonder. Well, to be fair, it would be dumber if the big boss was like the biggest guy in the room. It would be dumber if like Kojima was like, yeah, this guy, his name is Big Boss. Why? Because he's like literally the biggest boy. He's literally look at him. He's big and round. Oh yeah, but not. I mean, depending on which Kingpin, like simple Marvel Comics Kingpin is already absurd, but the Into the Spider-Verse Kingpin is like the next level. The fact that man like literally built like a fucking 3 fridges. Yeah. The man that looks like he fucking ate the fridge. Not simply everything inside the fridge, but like the fridge itself. No, wait. Biscuit Oliva is not that big in comparison. Kingpin is more like actually like the later. So like, I don't know if you're like an anime only watcher or a manga reader, but like in the manga they already fought like bunch of like what's the name? Bunch of like sumo wrestlers, and there's like one sumo wrestler who's like fucking enormous. Hold up. Yeah. Sumo wrestler arc Baki. Like can we get like the image of one of those like massive fucking sumo wrestlers next to like the characters? Oh shit, yeah, wow. This is actually nightmarish. Excuse me? He's like, look at this guy. Hold up. Look at him next to Pickle. He's taller than Pickle. He's 231 centimeters. That is fucking absurd. That's enormous. Look at him next to Baki. Baki is like an average Japanese citizen has height, and this man is fucking enormous. Fucking crazy. That's him next to Biscuit Oliva. Biscuit Oliva is like stretching himself out, and this man is like kind of bending his knees. You can see he's bending his knees, and this man is like stretching himself out. This man, Oliva, is smaller than like shorter than this guy. Holy fuck, look at this. He looks like he's gonna eat him. Like it's unbelievable. Crazy. Huh. Damn, him on fire is fucking hilarious. I love the author of the author of the Baki manga, because he always makes them the most muscular he can. Even the sumo wrestlers have a fucking weightlifter, like a absolute fucking unit. Like this is an actual sumo wrestler compared to like the Baki sumo wrestlers who have like a fucking rippling muscle. It's all muscle. Like this is all muscle in comparison to like an actual sumo wrestler where they're kind of like a fat guy. We're not done with Shifu. We're just looking at big fat guys. Mackenzie, you don't like big fat guys? You don't like a big large boy? Well, yeah, but they also like not to the same extent as the one depicted in Baki #1, and also in terms of like I think, not to put too much shame on sumo wrestlers, but I don't think sumo wrestlers as a nothing with the big boys. It wasn't a big tangent. We were just talking about big guys, the big guys in Baki manhwa. How like everybody is like 2 meters tall in there, you know? Yes. Yes, hold on a second. Not only so #1, they have like pictures together, but yeah. B-Stars outdoor. Well, I think almost everybody does, but like look at this guy. He's not like, he is bodybuilder because he has like massive, but he's actually built a lot like the way Itadaki draws these guys. The way Itadaki draws these guys, it's way more of a weightlifter. Weightlifter. Lifter. No, sorry, deadlifter I meant. But like, this is not a deadlifter. I meant deadlifter, by the way. I didn't mean weightlifter. Deadlifter. Like deadlifters. Like they have like a lot of these sumo wrestlers have like deadlifter build. Open and which a new tab. Like this is a deadlifter build. Like they have a lot of deadlifter builds. Deadlifters have like a big this is hilarious. This is fucking really funny. But like a lot of very heavy deadlifters have like a very large like belly. They have a very large belly because they lift such heavy weights. Versus the like actual sumo wrestlers, they're kind of just like a fat guy, you know. Like this is not as much muscle as this, and this is very similar to like fucking this guy. You can't see him. Oh. Yeah, this one's a little bit edited, but like similar to this guy. Yeah, this guy over here. Like big belly, because they that belly is big not because they're fat, but because it's all muscle. But yeah, hold up. B-Stars, outdoor, and her dad. So number one, she actually published a bunch of like these comics of how like it was like living with her dad, and now like number one, Itadaki seems to be very autistic. Oh, Itadaki seems to be very autistic because he would like pour himself beer and then scoop out the foam from the beer because he didn't like the foam on the beer, and that's super fucking funny. I find it fucking hilarious. Oh yeah, right. She also got married. I completely forgot about this. She got fucking married. But yeah, this is her with her dad. So the author of Beastars and her proud dad. Makes it smaller. And it's funny that like they're kind of about the same height. I guess because she has a fucking chicken head, I can like really gauge the height. But he's not a very tall guy. Oh yeah, there it is. Iconic. Let's go. Hold up. Can we get Beastars Baki comparison? This is the best saying. Like father, like daughter. Hold on a second. Where is it? There's one where it's like dad, like daughter, and it's oh come on. I don't want this one. I want the one where the main character of Beastars is pissing on somebody and then another guy is getting pissed on in Baki. Why can't I find it? It's such a funny comparison. Beastars Baki piss. Yeah, I guess I gotta like type in specifically. There it is. There it is. There it is. Like father, like daughter, you know. Fruit of a tree. Here you have the character pissing on main character of Baki. Here you have the main character of Beastars pissing on another guy. Like father, like daughter. Absolute fucking duo. You know she's his favorite probably. No, why do you even need a context? Well, in Baki, the point of the guy pissing on the main character of Baki is the fact that he's like showing dominance, and Baki in turn is fucking drinking the piss to show his dominance. It's a whole, it's classic male behavior, you know. When you get pissed on, you have to drink it in order to show you're not intimidated. But yeah, it you know she's his favorite daughter, and that's exactly how you know it. You know she's a fucking household favorite. All of her like mangas is like on the fridge. It's probably they're all like framed probably, versus like anything else that like other children do is like the second fiddle. At least I would be. Here's the thing: if I was a mangaka, okay, and then my daughter followed in not simply followed in my footsteps, but also drawn manga where another character pisses on the other character, I would be like, yo, you truly are my child. Come here. Come here. I like all of the inheritance goes directly to you. Like all of the inheritance probably directly goes to her. You know, it is a very weird one, but Itadaki, the writer of Baki, actually wrote that like Yujiro Hanma was essentially the dad that he wished he had. Probably. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I should search it up. Well, like if he does have a son, I'm wondering what the situation there is. I do know that there is definitely more than $1.
Your time is up now.
Yeah. That's how you become the favorite in Itadaki of Itadaki children. He like survive getting fallen off the getting thrown off a cliff.
Holy shit!
There it is. Ooh. Oh, let me get a drink. No, it also happens in Baki. In Baki, Yujiro Hanma, as part of the training, throws Baki off a cliff.
You were not supposed to be part of tonight's.
It also gets. I don't remember if it was like if it was established in the original manga and got referenced in like a later chapter, or if it was only like established in a later part of the manga. But it did happen. It did happen where Itadaki wrote that like Yujiro Hanma's thrown young Baki off a cliff. In fact, that was kind of just the part of the training. Just actually, I don't think he even thrown him off the cliff. He literally just told him like, "Yo, if you want to like become strong, you have to like drop from the cliff." Yeah, totally normal. I remember when my dad used to throw me off a cliff. We used to do it every single year, you know. I don't know why Baki did it only once. Well, Spartans didn't train their children by throwing them off the cliff. They just thrown them off the cliff if they were like feeble. Which is also, by the way, it's a I think it's like a misunderstanding. I think it's actually a misunderstanding. As far as I know, archaeological record did confirm skulls and bones at the bottom of the cliff, but they seem to be of already like grown children. They didn't just like yeet a baby off a cliff, like a baby coughed, yeet. No, they like if you were like injured in like your later years, that was like one of the choices you had, which is to not burden the society with your enfeeblement, essentially, which is pretty brutal when you think about it. But I think Norwegians had the same fucking bullshit. I mean, yeah.
Step forward. You're about to be tested.
I'm not gonna lie. You shouldn't give me a baby. I might eat it because it might be funny. I did for the wine. Whoop. Anybody remember the reference? Anybody remember that I did for the wine?
Let's go into the beyond.
Ooh, ooh.
He has a weapon.
I'm actually wondering, like, yeah.
You shall not fear death.
I mean, to be fair, wine used to be alright. Like, I think there is a problem with the fact that Vine led to TikTok with like the short form content and everything, and like I guess you gotta blame it for it. But it did, like, at its peak, brought so many memes into zeitgeist that like I kind of miss it sometimes. I miss the Vine, and I absolutely loathe laws. Low? Oh. I absolutely despise TikTok. Oop. Oh, she's gonna take a while. Number one, I refuse to get the TikTok account. So whenever my friends send me a TikTok, I have to like open it in like they send it to me on WhatsApp. I open it in browser, right? And then I have to like do a captcha. I have to. It probably is a Chinese spyware, but it's also bought by a US billionaire. And as soon as it got bought by a US billionaire, you couldn't speak ill of Israel without them muting you. So, oh yeah, that's like TikTok is like an offshoot, because like if they just like brought in like official Chinese app, nobody would be able to install it. Because technically installing like the official Chinese version is illegal. But what I was gonna say is that like the TikTok actually got bought out by like a Zionist billionaire in US. So as soon as you were criticizing Israel on TikTok, they would just fucking mute you. So that's also a bad idea. Like that's strike number one, pro Israel. Strike number two, brain rot. Strike number three, every time my friends send me a TikTok, I have to like open it an app, do a captcha, unmute it, you know, all of the shebang, and then restart the fucking link because the video were playing in the background. That's strike number three, I think. Strike number four, it is a spyware that wants to get your data, and I mean, everything is a spyware that wants to get your data, but like TikTok is very outrageous about it. So TikTok was barely even trying to fucking hide it. Oop. Damn, we really just cornered that bitch. So yeah, not a big fan of TikTok. I don't have TikTok myself. I talked about like with my friend, where essentially he said that if I like take off well enough, she will run TikTok for me, because I just refuse to engage with this thing. Like I don't want to engage with TikTok at all. I'm willing to engage with YouTube Shorts to some degree, but like if like TikTok never existed and YouTube Shorts never existed, I would never do it. I actually don't want YouTube Shorts to exist as well. Even so, there is like creators that I really enjoy on TikTok Shorts, I still don't want them. Like, I'm willing to bear the brunt of like some of my favorite creators not existing, if it means that like TikTok Shorts and TikToks and YouTube Shorts can like cease to exist. If those can cease to exist, I will be a happy man. I would be happier than if you told me cure for cancer was found, because TikTok is cancer, I think. There is officially been statistics showing that like people are fucking dumber now, and I'm not saying anything, but TikTok could be one of those reasons. I'm not saying anything, but I am saying that it's probably TikTok. Fucking again. God damn it. I hate this guy. Fucking you and your swipes. You know, you can appreciate his dedication to his craft because he never lets go of his fucking stick. No matter how many times I drop him to the ground, no matter how hard I hit him, he's still holding on to this stupid piece of wood. Whoop. Son of a bitch. Okay, you want to play like that? Wait. Yeah, on the other hand, our character keeps fucking dropping his weapons whenever he gets dropped. Like, this man is a true master of his stick. Whoop. God damn it. Yeah, 37. But guess what? We just had to keep throwing his sticks at him, okay? To be fair, 37 is better than a lot of other runs we had. We had 45 mute, okay? Like 37 is actually like a high score. Or a low score, I guess.
You're almost as good as Yang. I thought he was unchallenged at that old bastard's school. Who are you?
Have you not figured it out by now?
Enough games. Let's put an end to the show.
Oh, fuck. Fucker, you and your goddamn stick. What? He's very telegraphed. He's definitely throwing in more moves than we used to. Oop. Fuck. God damn it again. It's always him doing a low sweep.
As stubborn as our elder masters.
Ah, fuck. Whoop. God damn it. Ooh, okay.
Now I understand how you were able to.
God damn it. Yeah, fuck. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh, bitch. I can see, I can see, I can see. I literally cannot see in that position. Like, the only thing I can see is Sean's asshole, spread eagle. Fucker. Fuck again? You know, you motherfucker, huh? For the first time today, I dodged his like low blow, you piece of shit. Nah, nah. I saw that comment, I said no. God damn it, again? What a piece of shit this guy is. No respect for his elders. I'm 55. Fucker, again? Finally. I'm gonna pour myself more soda. Ah! It almost overflown. You know, so today when I was in the store, I actually saw a bunch of, so there was like a sale on essentially woodworking tools, and like I don't have the space for woodworking where I am. Like I cannot really be out here making like shelves and so on. But like I so want it. I so want to. And like the seeing the what's it called? Seeing like chisels, cheap chisels, cheap like files and like hammers. I was like, I want it. I want it so bad. But like if I buy it, it's just gonna be like fucking useless in my room until like I move to a place where I actually can like do something. Piece of shit. So I had to like swallow. I had to swallow my pride and be like, I cannot get the chisels. Quite a shame. It would be so nice. It would be so awesome. It would be so cool. What time is it? 2 hours 4. At least we managed to get past 2 levels. Relatively young. Only 55 young. Can you imagine? Stop. I fucking hate this guy. How come you're more difficult to dodge now, you piece of shit? Oop. Like I used to be able to dodge them so easily, but now it's so difficult.
She'll be around here. Got eyes on him.
Nice. It would be so awesome. It would be so cool. Yeah, no, second phase? Really? Really, my guy? Really? Second phase, huh? Second phase, huh? You wanna do a second phase? You wanna get beaten up more? Piece of shit. Fever. Ah. We know exactly what we're gonna do. Oh, nope. Nope. Back off. Back off, color boy. Unlucky. Unlucky. The whole pride parade on your face, man.
Lady Kuroki doesn't want to be disturbed.
Nice. Easy breakdown. Easy breakdown. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Sorry. We need to invest in parries more now. We can afford it. Whoop. Damn, that follow through was so nice. From one to another, from A to the B to B to the C to the B, like, woof. Pretty good. Ah, fuck. Yo, can you open the door? I promise I won't jump you. Come here. Come on. Open the door. Coffee and snacks in here. Oh, you know what's interesting? At least for me. So, I like comic books to a certain degree. Especially what the fuck? Okay. Especially the new Absolute Universe run of DC Comics. I think it's fucking amazing. It's absolutely spectacular. Okay. And so this new run of comics made a lot of Wonder Woman fans very salty about how Wonder Woman in Absolute Comics is better written than the current Wonder Woman in mainline continuity. Because people are blaming Tom King for it, and the guy who's like the guy's name is literally Tom King, which is pretty funny. But what the fuck? Whoop, nope. But what I was gonna say. But here's the thing. I kind of want to defend him for the reason of the fact that a lot of things that people are blaming Tom King for, like essentially the blame of Tom King right now is that he doesn't understand how to balance the caring, hopeful attitude of Wonder Woman with her warrior aesthetic. And my defense into King, into our fellow King, is the fact that yeah, he doesn't know how to balance it, because it's not possible to balance. those are contradicting attitude. You cannot be a warrior and also caring. Okay, like any notion that like previous runs managed to balance this shit out somehow is a fucking delusion by the fans of Wonder Woman who thinks that she's good character, like well written character. I mean, no, not good as like good person. She's obviously a good person. She's in like she's a superhero, but like superhero in DC specifically. But I mean that she's a well written character, not built on a contradiction of a warrior woman, but also like more peaceful than like than you known before, than the world you known before. Like she is written full of contradiction from the very beginning, and the reason and the reason people are pissed off now is because Tom King is the only one who doesn't want to just fucking juggle all of these fucking balls while trying to make her both peaceful and fucking warrior at the same time. You cannot be a warrior woman from a warrior culture, but also you're the hope, you're the peace, you're the fucking tranquility itself. You're actually trying to like help the villains. Like, I'm not saying Wonder Woman should be out there like Wonder Woman from Injustice, like just killing people outright. But I am saying that like Wonder Woman. I am saying that like a lot this is the weirdest thing. Like there is a glaze for Wonder Woman in Wonder Woman fandom, where essentially Wonder Woman is written as like, look at her, she's like out here trying to like rehabilitate her villains. Where there's like multiple panels of comics where she's like she has a villain and she's talking to them and she's going like I know you're not the bad guy inside. I know you can change. I believe in second chances, you know. And she's trying to, and that the what's it called, the Wonder Woman fans want to show it how that's like an outlier for Wonder Woman, like a Wonder Woman is an outlier for that, when that's literally what Batman gets fucking flack for 24/7. I'm not the biggest like Batman fan. No, actually, I am a bit of a Batman fan, but like I don't like the glazing that like sometimes the author does for Batman, where it's like the Batman is like the best in a world where he literally like survives falling out of space for some reason, you know. But Batman has has suffered a lot of criticism for trying to rehabilitate his villains. Okay, when Wonder Woman does it, her fucking fans go, oh, it's so nice. But then like when Batman is like, no, I will not be the judge, jury, and executioner within the city, people going like, no, he should be killing Joker right now. Like, you kidding me? Fuck. It's always like, yes, Wonder Woman is trying to rehabilitate her villains. Guess what? Every superhero in DC Universe is trying to rehabilitate her villains. That's what DC Universe does. Superman tries to rehabilitate his villains. Okay, he believes that Lex Luthor can do better. He believes that he believes that Bizarro is just misunderstood. Like the only villains that the only villains that like Superman will not avoid killing is the fucking Doomsday, who's like literally all fucking weapons that like comes back to life, you know. And I think there's one more. No, like he wants to rehabilitate Zod. He wants to rehabilitate like everybody. Like he Mr. The multi-dimensional imp, like he's like just trying to like, you know, he doesn't He's just trying to like as peacefully as possible make him like just leave our universe. Like that's the point of fucking DC universe, is the fact that it's hope and rehabilitation and even the darkest places. The idea is that like Wonder Woman is unique for that is fucking stupid. Because literally every superhero, like Flash, that's the point of Flash, is the fact that like his villains, not simply he believes that they can do better, but like his villains have a fucking moral code of like don't like do these things, because that makes us like not simply like a super criminal, but like an actual villain, you know? Like that's the point of every single DC superhero. And the problem is the fact that Wonder Woman is like from a warrior culture. She has like a lot of contradicting elements. She's like from a warrior culture, but also they're like more peaceful, more advanced than us. So it's like you're more peaceful and more advanced than us, but you also make sure that you have like constant like war simulation 24/7. Are you fucking kidding me? Who the fuck does it? You know, not a peaceful fucking species, that's for sure. And so I will defend Tom King in his shitty, like his run is dog shit, but not for the reason of like no, Wonder Woman wouldn't like try to like be cruel to her villains. Like not because of that. Like his run is dog shit because he, for example, one of the things that like is an objective critique is the fact that Tom King, for their reason, believes that Wonder Woman needs her own Lex Luthor. Not simply her own Lex Luthor, but she according to Tom King, she doesn't have it yet. She doesn't have like her main antagonist, main villain. So he just invented a new one. He just invented a new one, and that villain was dog shit. Okay? He actually invented two of them. He invented like one who's like a progenitor, and then another who's like the actual main threat. And the actual main threat is just written like the most dog shit Mary Sue you can imagine. Whoop. And I'm using Mary Sue very, very sparingly here, because like that's the least you can describe it. Because the thing about this new villain for Wonder Woman is the fact that this new villain like shows up. We need to age 20 squats in the club. Yeah, probably. Like as soon as we, Mackenzie, as soon as we run towards all the way to the end of to the final boss in this, we might try to de-age ourselves in the squats and club. Whoop. But that's gonna take time, Mackenzie. Whoop. Ah, fuck. Wow. I guess I get distracted. Mackenzie, you any fan of comic books? Because I don't know how relevant this rant is about Wonder Woman, because it just like recently I've been seeing like more hate to Tom King's run, and like and I was like, and I just thinking like, yeah, I mean, but like that wasn't like the run with Tom King is not exactly okay, I see. Because this run with Tom King, a lot of Wonder Woman fans are criticizing it for essentially mishandling the character, but I essentially don't see it that way, as I said before. And but I do believe that the run is dog shit, but not for the reason people are mad. I also have been seeing recently. I've seen a video which I full-heartedly support because it means that the nature is healing. People are finally hating on Scarlet on Harley Quinn. I've seen a video where a person goes like, I used to be a fan of Harley Quinn, but I think she's like overused now, and she's like getting plunderized as hell as well. And I'm like, finally, I've been talking about this before, where essentially I genuinely don't get what's even the point of Harley Quinn in the comics anymore. Like, she used to be just a regular fucking doctor, then Joker made her his like abuse victim, and now she's in comics still doing like crime slash vigilantism on sometimes like depending on what mood she's in, but like she's doing it now for like just the love of a game, like but she doesn't like have a, she's not mentally ill, you know. She doesn't have like a, you know, specific mental illness that makes her do that. She doesn't have a greater cause behind it. She's just like doing it for the funsies, and like I genuinely don't get what's even the point of her in the character, and why does she keep fucking showing up in every piece of media. Like, I guess she's popular, but like I want her to show up less. And like I've seen a video where a person was like, I'm a big fan of, but like she's literally fucking everywhere. It's starting to get annoying, and I'm like, finally people are starting to see what my point is, the fact that Harley Quinn is fucking everywhere, and she doesn't have a point in stories most of the time. One of the prime examples that I have is the fact that in one of the comic books, like Wonder Woman has like a problem. Wonder Woman has like a problem, and he asks Harley Quinn for help. And as much of a hater of Wonder Woman I am, Wonder Woman is a superhuman with super strengths. She's pretty smart as well. She has like blessings of multiple gods. Why the fuck does she need a woman in a clown costume? What does woman in a clown costume provide her that she didn't have before? A big mallet? like what's exactly the reason for Harley Quinn existence in that comic? And I'm fine, and I'm glad that the world is healing, and people are starting to see that Harley Quinn is totally unnecessary character, and she doesn't need to exist. Mackenzie, so you're saying you're an anime and a gamer. You're a weeb and a gamer. Can you, do you play any other game besides Shifu? What other games besides Shifu have you played? I'm just curious. I'm just curious what other, like, your favorite top 5s are. Also, what anime? On. Just a second. My neighbor knocked on my door asking me for the mincemeat. Mincemeat, yeah. Because fuck sandwich. Essentially, because I have a freezer in my room that I brought in like a couple of weeks ago. I help out my neighbor by storing some of her like produce that she wants to keep cool, right? And some of it was like the mincemeat, and then she was like, "Oh, I actually need some some mincemeat now. Can I take it out? And I was like, okay, sure. Here we go. And so it was just a quick handout. Ooh. I was wondering if I was just getting like too loud, maybe, you know.
You're him, aren't you? You're the.
Idiots. Oh, I actually had like a slightly clogged ears. Just now realized. Fuck. I saw I would catch this. Bro, stop. Hold up. Okay, I see. Ooh, fucker. Fucker, come on, bastard. Ah, son of a bitch. It's always on this in this area, huh? Let's get a call of guard. Ooh.
Eyes on the target in the atrium. Everyone get in.
No, it's weird. I don't even feel tired because, as I said before, I haven't slept in more than 24 hours, and like I've absolutely like gone like any sort of sleepiness is gone from me. I know I'm probably not performing at my like 100% right now, but like I am absolutely not feeling tired at all. It's that's the beauty of when you loop in your tiredness so far, you actually don't feel tired.
It was foolish of you to come here.
Shit, he's
But my eyes do feel like droopy as fuck.
damn. He's on fire.
Nice. You know, you would almost expect an enemy to attack you as soon as you enter, and not like wait until here. Oop. Fuck. Finally, good.
She'll be around here. Lady Kuroki doesn't want to be disturbed.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
You stay there.
Come on. I know you got second phase in you. Come here. Come here, my PogChamp. Oop. Ooh. Motherfucker did the leg swipe, huh? Nice.
You're the one.
Catch more paint, idiot.
Target's here.
God damn.
Drop your weapon.
You fucking idiot. Did you fucking throw it at your own ally? Oh, you fucking stupid, huh? You got extra dumb on you. I can't believe he's thrown it at his own ally. What a dumb fucking moron. Oh, that's so funny.
Downstairs.
Nice. Ooh. Oh. Stop running after me. Sound bitch.
Too late to back out now.
Ooh. You know what? Fine. For 59.
You want some more?
Did you forget how to fight?
Nope. Nope. Son of a bitch. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna do another run of squats, I guess. Select another hideout. Gonna try to do another run of squats. Because it is difficult to do a 55 run. Mackenzie, you still didn't say, what's your favorite game besides Sifu? And what anime have you watched recently? What's your favorite anime? Did I ask about your favorite anime? I know. Honestly, my mind is all Swiss cheese right now. Anyway.
Oh shit!
Oh, no problem. Wait, a raid in Minecraft? Oh, like the pillager raid? Because for a second I was like MMORPG raid, you know? Yeah, no worries, no worries. Oh, okay. Okay, because I was assuming that you were because I was assuming you were doing like pillager raid is a thing.
You stay there.
But okay. But why not just do a regular RPG then? No. Okay, so what's your favorite game besides Shifu? And also, like, if you're playing Minecraft with like an RPG. Okay, you're just very fond of the mod pack. That's fine. I'm a The only mod packs in Minecraft I had was the ones that like make Minecraft into like allow you like travel to space. I do find those cool. Like the idea that you get like to travel to like space in Minecraft. I also wanted to do when I was growing up. I used to watch this okay. But what about not that kind of what if the game is different, I guess? Oh, so have you played Factorio then? So then have you played Factorio by now, I assume? Hmm. When you say puzzle focus, do you mean like adventure games or where it's like, you know, you find an item and the item is like is the keys that you like have to shove up like a statue's ass or something? Or do you mean puzzle like kind of like which one? There was this like very cool puzzle games that people like very much like. It's like a hold up. Puzzle game? Puzzle video game? Oh. Hmm. Oh. Okay, so that answers like so you don't like Portal, so because it like has too much puzzles. Okay, interesting. Well, I mean, I guess it's not simply too much puzzles. It's like primarily puzzle. Like primary part of this of Portal is to have puzzles.
You.
Interesting. Because actually, I did play Portal on stream, and I liked it a lot. Nice game. Nice game, easy to understand. It's also very quick game as well. Portal really took no time at all to complete.
Came to the wrong place.
It kind of sucks that you like miss one dragon statue if you go through this shortcut. Gonna do stealth. Loud stealth where you just... You know, actually, that is a game that I hate. I think one of the few games that I dislike is a stealth game with like... Where like the main point is like... I don't think I'll ever play Thief, for example. Which is if you don't know, Thief is like a pure stealth game. You cannot kill people at all. And in the same like yeah, exactly. So for example, what's called the I'm blanking out on the name. Dishonored, right? Dishonored. I finished entirety of Dishonored series. And honestly, the games like the game's mechanics are very entertaining, very engaging. The world is built out to be pretty cool, but the most boring part is the fact that like to get the good ending and to like to do as good of a job in the game as possible, you need to like mostly stealth. Because I'm very not stealth kind of guy. Like when I finished Dishonored, I realized the game is just not for me. Because essentially, like my kind of gameplay is what I call loud stealth, which is essentially, fuck, which is, wow, okay, which is essentially, you cannot get caught if everybody who can catch you is dead. You know, if everybody is dead, technically you didn't get caught. So that's my primary hello. That's my primary method of playing any game with like stealth. Like any game where stealth is an option, the stealth is gonna be loud. Okay. But by the time I'm finished, everybody is dead, and the everybody is dead, and technically I did not get caught because, well, there's nobody there to tell that I was there at any point in time. I also find it interesting as like a concept for actually so like I played a bit of first and I think it's first and second Assassin's Creed, but I didn't play like Assassin's Creed after it. But as a teenager, I did very much like the genre, like the whole setting. Obviously, what young boy doesn't like the setting where it's like you're wearing a hood, you're stealthy, but you're also like a cool stealthy assassin. It's fucking awesome, you know. Every young boy is like damn, fucking awesome. So the direction that like Assassin's Creed took was like Odyssey and so on, where it's essentially like a massive RPG and stealth is not simply optional, but like sometimes doesn't even exist. Does kind of setting. In fact, there's a bit of like my own personal idea, but like if somehow I was in charge of Assassin's Creed after Odyssey, where it's like Vikings, right? Like if I was in charge of the Viking Assassin's Creed, I would actually give people an option to like essentially, what if it was kind of like Ready or Not? Do you know Ready or Not? It's like a game where essentially you get to it's a game where you get to simulate being a SWAT member, you know, where you get to be part of the police task force responding to like a terrorist activity, I guess. But like it's not like Rainbow Six Siege where it's like 6v6. Instead, it's you have like, well, obviously, you know, no. Obviously you get like the okay, what if we don't take the shortcut? Because shortcut is, I think, is fucking us over. That's also quicker. I'm gonna do shortcut. I'm gonna keep doing shortcut. But essentially like if you're playing Ready or Not solo without like a companion, you get to essentially command members of your squad that are like bots, right? So you get to tell them like prepare this door for a breach. Prepare to like enter this door on the count of 3. You know, like check check for tripwire, so on and so forth. And I think if I was like a developer in Ubisoft during the Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I think that's kind of how I would structure the Assassin's Creed at the time. Like imagine where instead of it being like an instead of it being like an RPG, whoop, nope. Instead of it being an RPG where you get to like fucking just constantly raid villages, you know, and like every single guard has like a health button, and you have to like doing like RPG bullshit. What if instead you get 2 options? Okay, you get to raid the village stealthily, key point stealthily, but as a team or alone. Okay, so that's number 1. So it's either like a solo run where it's only you and nobody else, okay, or you get to do it by the team, but you have to like micromanage the team, you know. You keep being like make sure that like the guard is not awake. Like you have to like constantly structure around your team so that like it doesn't get so you don't get caught, right? Or if you get caught, so that like you're in advantageous position where it's essentially like you and NPCs like slaughtering instead of getting slaughtered. And so under this premise, that's how the game would play out, where essentially like you every single raid of the town would be either in a team or solo, and you get to like unlock skills. If you're doing it as a team, you get to unlock skills for your team, right? You get to like the XP is getting like spread out over between the characters. So like you solo don't get as much XP this time, but like the team overall gets to level up, and like overall the team performs better. And by the end of the game, you get to essentially, depending on how many solo versus group missions you did, you have either reputation of a trusted leader, you know. You either have a reputation of a trusted leader who's like constantly everybody's like everybody's behind them, everybody's like ready to follow your orders, right? Or you have a reputation of a man who, while doesn't have any companions, is a one-man army. Like you don't have any companions, but you also don't need them. So you have these 2 reputations, right? Either you're the most like, your reputation is either that of a leader that makes sure to command the squad, and like your organization is at top of a game, or your reputation is that of like a one-man army. He enters the town, leaves, everybody inside dead. And so through that you get to there would be like a final choice where like maybe somebody betrays you, you know, because like they cannot trust you because you were not doing missions together. You were doing all the missions solo, right? Maybe they think that you're too cowardly because you keep hogging all the glory, or you keep like you're mistrustful, right? Like so they cannot like cannot cooperate with you. Son of a bitch. God damn it again. Stop with the fucking... Wow. Yeah, focus H20. Yeah, I know, I'm focusing. But what I was gonna say is that, like, essentially, from that, like, there would be like choices. And also, here's a little bit of like a free sprinkle. If it could also go an interesting choice of like, what if this Viking organization of assassins was not in fact related to the like, essentially by the end of the game you either build up like your own personal organization, or you just did everything solo. And then there is, from that there stems like the idea of like, either your organization is separate or together with the assassins from Middle East, the origin point of assassins. So perhaps like maybe you never joined them together, and so you're technically a split off faction. Like you're a convergent evolution of like you're a conversion evolution of like the same principle, but like you came out from a completely different source, right? You came out from like a completely random, unprecedented source. Or perhaps because you're like alone and you don't have the organization, maybe like there is just spreads a legend of this one rogue assassin that like kind of like on cooperative grounds with the main branch, but also is like completely not under their control, just a man completely by himself alone. I think it could be interesting. I think it could be interesting. It could have potential, but this is just me like saying like what I would do differently about a game that already came out, and that I cannot change. You know, it's a very what if scenario. I also can't remember why I started talking about Assassin's Creed and RPGs. Oh, stealth games. Yeah, I brought it up because I was like talking about stealth games and... Mm-hmm. Nope. God damn it. Fuck, they beating me with fucking sticks. Oh. We can do one more run, and if it doesn't work out, we're wrapping up for today. Tomorrow we're gonna come back refreshed, and we're gonna do better. Gonna do better.
Get lost. I warned you, asshole.
Hold up, can we practice parry swoop? There it is. There it is. Come on. Do parries work on Fajar?
Came to the wrong.
I think is most bosses like parries don't work and you should instead be avoiding them at all times. Whew. It's unbelievable how much content you skip if you do this like thing. How quickly you get to the point. Ah, they already saw me. Yeah, okay, hold up. Nope. Nope. She just hits the other guy with a fucking bottle. There it is. God damn it. Oh. Okay. I think I had a funny video in mind before I was gonna wrap up, but I completely forgot what the video was. I can't even remember. Oh, I'm sure I got a video.
Like birdsong turned to a wild river. She
Oh yeah, I've seen this one. Like a game trailer where it's essentially they're saying this is like, well, shooter apocalyptic western directed by Victor Antonov, Half-Life 2, Dishonored, Prey, Fallout 4, Wolfenstein New Order, which is like such a different games that really doesn't tell you what this genre is. Like really doesn't tell you like what the art direction would be, because it's such different fucking games. But they're like first person shooter, and I'm pretty sure they were like it's gonna be similar to like Elden Ring or something. I don't remember, like Dark Souls but with guns, which not the first time this was proposed, by the way.
Look around. The world is dying. The whole environment is maimed and mangled. Yet there is still a semblance of law. Everything has its place.
I mean, at least it's a first person, so like I'm more interested in a first person to refer games than I am in a third person. It's like whenever they go like, oh, it's Dark Souls but with guns, it's always third person.
Keep
And
your
I'm not
weapon
much
clean
interested in
and
those.
ready. All it takes is one mistake.
You know, the gunplay feels a little bit sluggish. I'm not gonna lie. When I'm looking at the gunplay, like I kind of hope more for I kind of when I look at this gunplay, I kind of feel like I hope for more of like a impact and boom with it. Oh shit, is this in the background a cover of Johnny Cash song? Or one of the songs that Johnny Cash covered himself, I guess. Like, I like the idea of Western. I like the idea of Western very much, but like this gameplay is like so kind of
We
boring.
will
Right?
not despair.
Am I wrong in saying this?
We will do it again and again.
I like Westerns aesthetically. So I kind of wanna Guns and Chatham is Chatham? Always Chatham. Also the fact that he has 4 arms is kind of cool.
Be white guy. Really like spicy food. Have a habit of always trying the spiciest thing on the menu in a new restaurant. Don't always understand that spicy means different things to different people. Go to Italian restaurant. Order shrimp fra diavolo. Extra spicy. Guy smiles like I just made his night. He comes back with my order. It looks and smells delicious. Hey, it's a spicy marinara. You be careful, eh? Tell him to notify my next of kin. He laughs. It's tasty as hell, fitting the name, and I have a great time. Try this same idea at an Indian restaurant I've never visited before. Order the spiciest curry they have. Something called fall.
Oh,
Ask for extra spice.
I should remove this from my watch list. 2 watch lists because I already seen this video. This video right here on my right. It's a video about a woman who got thrown off a bridge because she thought she was bungee jumping, but they didn't tie her to the bridge, so she just plummeted to her death. It's very tragic.
Spicy like a damn idiot. Waiter pulls me aside. Like, actually pulls me to my feet. Are you a cop? What? Listen, whatever you heard, we don't have what you're looking for. Swear I'm not a cop, I just like spicy food. He stares me down for a second, apologizes, and looks genuinely sorry. Sit back down. He comes back with a plate of meat and a red sauce. Scent hits my nostrils and my eyes tear up.
Actually, I was making pork belly a couple of months ago, and I didn't realize how spicy I made it until I dipped my finger in the sauce and I took out, and it's all covered red, and I was like, wow, this shit's fucking spicy.
Can't really see it.
The first time I took a bite, it hit like the back of my throat, and I was like, holy shit, I'm about to like suffocate.
In front of me
I adopted.
kind of looks like it's glowing. Try to take a bite. My fork melts and sticks to the plate. Realize the plate itself is now glowing red along with the sauce. Table bursts into flame. My pants ignite, tear them off, and run out of the restaurant screaming in my undies. Never see that restaurant again. Friends tell me I must have dreamed it, but I have a scorched pair of tighty-whities that say different. Undeterred, tried this same idea at a new Thai restaurant. Order drunken noodle, extra spicy. Dramatic music starts playing. Waiter's eyes narrow. He looks at me like I just issued him a personal challenge. The prophecy said this day would come. He goes and locks the front door.
The reason we're waiting is because there is at the very end, and it's kind of gets
Other
pretty
employees
funny.
draw curtains to cover the windows and dim the lights in the room. Can hear a woman crying somewhere, I'm not sure why. Waiter comes back when my order is ready. Puts down a plate of noodles in front of me. Huge smile on his face.
Enjoy it, bitch.
Sorry, what did you say?
Enjoy the dish.
Concerned,
Enjoy
JP.
it, bitch.
It actually smells divine, but I'm pretty sure I'm in some kind of human sacrifice style situation. Take a bite. Time goes into slow motion. It's simultaneously the most delicious and the most painful thing that's ever been in my mouth. The Indian lava curry does not count, as it was not food, it was a hate crime. Enter a kind of enlightened state. Become aware that I have about 3/10 of a second before the sauce from the noodles hit.
Also, by the way, I haven't heard from this guy in a fucking long while. Like he's the most classic thing from him is Japanese man abundance of the thing, but his most classic thing is the not this one. It's the one where it's like, brother, may I have the oats. Does he like deliberately vocal fry himself or not? I wonder.
It's the back of my throat and puckers my windpipe like a dog shitting out a peeled lemon. Fear no dog. Have one chance to survive. A glass of iced tea on the table. Grab it with both hands and pour it down my throat. Sauce goes down with it. Feel it burn the whole way down. It's like the kid in the hotel elevator that hits every damn button, so it's stopping on every floor, setting my esophagus on fire. Feel it hit my stomach. Lit, match, gasoline, .mp4. Sprint to the bathroom! Past the kitchen, notice the whole staff huddled up behind the door watching me. Hear one of them say,
I can't believe he's still alive.
no time to worry
I do appreciate him doing the Asian accent for extra flair.
about that now. About to spray weapons-grade spicy squirts from between my two trembling mortal cheeks like the world's least fun super soaker. If it's not upon the porcelain throne, then it's gonna be across the entire dining room. Judge said third time carries a minimum prison sentence, so that's not my best option. Make it to the bathroom.
Wait, he said third time. Wasn't it only one? Well, sure.
Drop my drawers, place my buttocks firmly upon the seat, grip the sides of the bowl with both hands, and pass out. I have no memory whatsoever of the next 30 minutes. Wake up in a hospital bed. Does it look like a hospital room, though? More like a brick basement. IV drip looks like it's filled with heavy cream. Owner of the restaurant is standing over me. Ask, did I die?
Yes.
She smiles like she's demonically possessed and holds up a pair of defibrillator paddles hooked up to a car battery and a pair of jumper cables.
We revived you.
Oh, good, God help. Has to go home.
Oh, this is your home.
She explains that no one has ever consumed the death noodle and lived. That makes me the champion. Jump off the bed and start running, dragging my cream IV behind me. I'm in a hospital gown and there's still Thai fire diarrhea clinging to my cheeks as they flap in the breeze. Charge up the stairs, through the kitchen, knocking cooks over. Pots and knives are flying everywhere. Somewhere a fire alarm is going off. Hear the owner behind me.
Come back here, we gonna feed you till you're the spiciest little white boy alive.
Come back here. We're gonna feed you to the spiciest little white boy alive. It's such a crazy statement. The idea of spiciest white boy alive. And spicy
Not sure
means
if they were gonna
literal.
eat me. Maybe it was more like an underground blood sport iron stomach competition deathmatch scenario. Could have been their Michael Jordan. Chose to keep my intestines undissolved. Don't go back to that part of town anymore. Burn down 2 ethnic restaurants with your pants off, and apparently the police start to think you're some kind of freak.
Fortune never changes. Anyway, on this note, we are wrapping up. Tomorrow, we're gonna be the spiciest vice boy alive because we're gonna go to Sifu again. After tomorrow, it's gonna be Quake 4. Then Quake 4 again. Then it's gonna be Cult of the Lamb. Then it's gonna be Cult of the Lamb again. And then we're gonna be studying. And then we're gonna be studying HTML, which, by the way, we're almost done with HTML. And also, I was sometimes calling it coding. Apparently, that's a wrong statement. I was talking to my friend. Apparently, people who actually code stuff don't like when you're calling HTML coding, because it's programming language, but it's not coding. And like, coding is for a whole other thing. I'm not gonna be calling coding again. I'm gonna be calling it programming. We got it. But on this note, we are wrapping up. Thank you much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.